Hello students, so let's discuss swings. So swings comes in the module 5. So today is our first lecture on swings. So here we will discuss the origin of swings and the two key features of swings, and we'll also discuss about the MVC architecture. So before we go directly into the swings, it is very important to understand what is AWT. Okay, so AWT stands for Abstract Window Toolkit. So in Java, using this abstract window toolkits, we can develop GUI. What do you mean by GUI? That is nothing but graphical user interface. So wherever we need the windows, okay, wherever we need the windows, in such places we need to use abstract window toolkit. Okay, so in original Java GUI subsystem. Okay, so initially in Java we had abstract window toolkit. Okay, so as I already told you, why do we use abstract window toolkit in Java? Because abstract window toolkit, it provides an API. What do we mean by API? API is nothing but the application program interface. Okay, application program interface. So this AWT provides an API to develop GUI or Windows based applications in Java. So as we go forward with swings, we'll understand what is this GUI, graphical user interface, or Windows based applications. So okay, so let us know more about the AWT. So these Java AWT components are platform dependent. So what do you mean by platform dependent? So whenever you develop something using AWT, okay, so whenever you develop any Windows, okay, using AWT, that time there is a problem. Okay, so now what is that problem? That is platform dependent. So what do you mean by platform dependent? That is nothing but the components are displayed according to the view of the operating system. Okay, so it depends on the operating system, how your Windows looks. That depends on the operating system which you are using. So this is not good, students. Okay, so it's like whenever you go take your application to the new Windows, okay, new operating system like Windows or Unix, your application changes. Okay, and that should not happen. Okay, so why this happens? Because this AWT is nothing but its heavyweight. So what do you mean by heavyweight? That is nothing but its components are using the resources of OS. What is OS? It is nothing but operating system. So it uses the components of the operating system, okay, in order to show itself. Okay, so whatever when such thing happens, what happens? So it depends on the operating system, how the Windows application, your Windows, has to be displayed. Okay, so what is the problem, students, by this? The problem is nothing but, so whenever you change, your application will look different in different operating system, and that should not happen according to the rules of the Java. Okay, yes, so this slide will exactly tell us what is the problems of the native PS. What do we mean native PS? Native PS is nothing but the, we are just speaking about the AWT. Here AWT is the native PS which was there before. Okay, yes, so as I already told you, what happens is nothing but, so variations between operating systems. So what happens is nothing but, as you change the operating system, your components will look different according to that, and that should not happen. Okay, so according to the laws of the Java, see, we had initially studied the features of Java in module 2, correct? So there what did we study? We studied that once you write any application, it should look same to same everywhere, let it be any operating system. But if you develop the Windows based applications, okay, now what is this which Windows we are speaking in from the beginning? For example, I want to display the message box, okay, or I may want to discuss, I want to show you some box which has a tab, okay, number of tabs. So all everywhere we will discuss, we will basically develop it in one type, okay, in one operating system. But if you use this AWT concepts, what happens is, like, as your operating system changes, your window based application, which is nothing but your your combo box or your radio box or your message box. Okay, it will look different in different operating system, and that should not happen. Okay, so that is the problem with this AWT. If you develop something using AWT, that is abstract window toolkit. Okay, that is one thing. Another thing, the look and feel of each component was fixed because it is defined by the platform and could not be changed easily. So in second point, what they are telling, if you want to make changes, if you want to make some changes in that component, then it will be very difficult. Okay, yes. The third one, the use of heavyweight components caused some frustrating restrictions. So what is the frustrating restrictions? So that is nothing but the heavyweight component is always rectangular and opaque. Okay, so if you want to do it in some other shape, then it becomes really difficult. Okay, if you develop something using abstract window toolkit. Okay, so students, we are just discussing about the abstract windows toolkit. Now where this swings come into picture. So swings is nothing but it is an next version, you can tell. Okay, it is a next version. So the swings are built upon the concepts of AWT. So that means what, swings are modern and swings are much better than the abstract window toolkit. And whatever problems you had in this AWT, so we have discussed just now, like they are heavyweight and it depends on the operating system, the look and feel, and you cannot make changes in it. So all these problems are solved using swings. So that is why we are using the swings, students. Okay, yes. So let us understand now what are swings. So origin of swings. Okay, so let us understand some history about the swings. Okay, now swings are introduced as a part of Java in 1997. Okay, so in 1997 these swings were invented. Okay, so who invented it? It is by the Java Foundation classes, JFC. So why did we discuss, why did we develop swings, students? To fix the problems which we had faced in AWT, which is nothing but abstract window toolkit. So the swings are, as I already told you, these swings are built upon AWT. So the swing is now fully integrated with Java. Okay, so in earlier versions, that is in Java 1.1, the swings were it was a separate library, but now swings are is fully into the Java. Okay, so you need not download a separate swing library or as such, like as they have shown in Java 1.1 you had to separately download the swing library, but now that problem is not there, because now whichever versions of Java now it is coming, no, so there that problem is not there. Okay, so now let us understand what is the advantages of the swing. So although swings eliminates a number of limitations inherent present, okay, in the AWT, swing does not replace it. Okay, so this eliminates many limitations. Okay, so instead swing is built on the foundation of AWT. So for the swings we made some better, okay, something we made better in AWT. Okay, and so that these limitations are taken off. Okay, that means these limitations are solved. Okay, so that is what changes we have made in AWT, and that is nothing but a swing. So that is why this concept, knowing this concept of AWT is also very important. Okay, yes. So swings also uses the same event handling mechanisms as the AWT. Therefore, a basic understanding of AWT and of event handling is required to use swing. Okay, so these are the origin of swings. So let us see what are the special features of swings, all these things in the coming slides. So let us see the two special features of the swings. So this is important, students. Okay, what are the two key features of the swings? So first feature is nothing but the swing is nothing but the first feature is nothing but the swings are lightweight. So students, what did I tell? Heavyweight. Initially I told heavyweight. AWTs are heavyweight. Heavyweight means what? They were using the components of operating system. But here, students, lightweight. Okay, swings are nothing but these are lightweight. Lightweights means what? They are not using the components of operating system. Okay, so that means what? That means where if you develop swing some application, okay, in swings, that means if you take it to any operating system, then that time what will happen? That time you will your application, how you have developed it, like that only it will look in all the operating system. Okay, so not fully developed, not dependent on OS. Okay, so the look and feel, you can tell like that, look and feel not dependent on OS, that is operating system. Okay, so that is what is called as lightweight. So let us see the explanation now. So they are written entirely in Java. Okay, so these are written entirely in Java and they do not map directly to platform specific peers. Because lightweight components are rendered using graphic primitives. They can be transparent, which enables non-rectangular shape. Okay, so even I have told you like heavyweight components, that is nothing but the components which were developed using AWT. There you had only rectangular shapes, but here you will get non-rectangular shapes also. That means whichever shape you want, okay, that shapes is available here. Okay, and one more advantage is nothing but these lightweight components are more efficient, okay, and more flexible. So more efficient, I already told you students, if you want to make some changes in this window, whichever window you have developed using Swing, then you can easily make it. The problem whichever you faced in the previous one, okay, that is in AWT, okay, that problem is not there. See, there you had the problem like you to do any small changes, it was difficult there. Okay, because everything is dependent on the operating system. Okay, but here that problem is not there. Okay, so because lightweight components do not translate into native piece, the look and feel of each component is determined by Swing. Okay, so here in the heavyweight components, okay, which is nothing but AWT, there the look and feel was dependent on the operating system. So here the look and feel is not dependent on OS. So here look and feel depends on Swings. Okay, so look and feel is determined by Swings. Determined by Swings. Yes. So what is the final conclusion? This means that each component will work in a consistent manner across all the platforms. So this is the first main feature of the Swing. So they are nothing but they are lightweight. Now let us go to the next key feature. So next key feature is nothing but these Swings. They support a pluggable look and feel. Okay, pluggable look and feel. So what do you mean by this pluggable look and feel? So here each Swing component is rendered by Java code rather than by native fields. Okay, so what do you mean by this native field? So whichever was used before. Okay, so here they are speaking just about the normal AWT application. Okay, normal AWT apps. Okay, the look and feel of a component is under the control of a Swing here. This fact that is possible to separate the look and feel of a component from the logic of the component. Okay, so here what do you mean by this main? What is the main meaning of pluggable look and feel? That means here you can separate the look and feel of a component from the main logic of the component, whereas in your earlier ones, that is normal AWT developed apps, that was not possible. So what is the use? Okay, now what is the use of separating the look and feel of a component from the logic? So separating out the look and feel provides a significant advantage. So what is the advantage? So it becomes possible to change the way that a component is rendered without affecting any of its other aspect. So say if you want the component to look different in different operating system, and that is easily possible here by using Swings. Okay, so without touching the main logic, okay, of that what that exactly that Windows do. So see, say if I have developed some button, then I need not change the logic. Okay, see if I write that button to do some work. Okay, say might be submitting a form or something. But if you develop using Swing, then say I want to make that button look different. Okay, so that time I can just change the view. Okay, I can just change the view of the button, okay, without touching the logic. Okay, what that button will do. Okay, so I need not I need not change the logic of the working of the button. Okay, I just have to check its view. Okay, so that I can change its view. So only the code written for the view I have to check. So that is the use of the Swing. So if you develop something using Swing, okay, so here button I have taken the example, then that we can do using this, students. Okay, yes, a new look and feel or any given component can be given without creating any side effects in the code that uses that component. So that is the second one. It is pluggable look and feel. So in short, pluggable look and feel means how, see, in different places, if you want that Swing to look different as per the operating system needs or as per the client needs, then you have to just make changes to the view part of the code. Okay, now what is this view and what is control? All these things we'll understand in the MVC. So once we complete this basics of swings or introduction to the swings, we'll discuss about MVC. There in MVC, we'll exactly understand what is this VU and all. Okay, yes. So that is the two features of the swing. Okay, so first one was the first feature was nothing but these swing components are lightweight. Second feature is nothing but they support a pluggable look and feel. So these are the two features of the swings. Okay, next. Now what is the advantages? Okay, advantages of the pluggable look and feel. Okay, so pluggable look and feel offers several important advantages. The first advantage is nothing but it is possible to define a look and feel that is consistent across all platforms. So consistent across all platforms. See, I told you you can make changes only if you want to make changes. If you don't want to make changes, then it is very easy. Just develop once. Okay, just develop the code once. Then in any operating system, it will look same to same. Same to same means how you have developed, like that only it will look. Okay, so that is the main advantages. Now this pluggable look and feel. Okay, next one. Conversely, it is possible to create a look and feel that acts like a specific platform. Okay, only for Windows application. See, what is the second point says? See, if I want to if I want that application to look how it wants to look in Windows. Okay, like that I can develop. Okay, for Windows. Then if I want to make it look different in Linux, like how Linux looks, like systems looks, like that also I can make. So all such changes I can make according to operating system. So without touching the entire logic of that window, I have to make changes in that view part. Okay, and that is possible using swings. That is nothing but if you have developed that application using swings, then you can make that. Third one, it is also possible to design a custom look and feel. So this is the same thing whatever I would discussed in the second part. Custom look and how you want, like that you can make it. Okay, finally the look and feel can be changed dynamically at runtime. So in the runtime also you can change. So that option is also there. So this Java SE6 provides look and feels such as metal and motif, okay, that are available to all swing users. The metal look and feel is also called the Java look and feel. It is platform independent and available in all Java execution environment. Okay. Yes. So this is about the pluggable look and feel. So next, let us go to the MVC. Okay. Now what is this MVC? So when I was telling you the features of the swings, many places I have told you that VU, okay, and I can just change the VU. All these things I was telling you, okay, but exactly what is that VU? Okay, so that we have to exactly understand. Okay, so for that I need to understand this MVC. Now what is this MVC? This MVC is nothing but it is an architecture. Okay, now what is this M? M stands for model here, and VU stands for VU, and C stands for controller. Okay, now here in MVC, let us understand what is model, view and controller. So in general, a visual component is a composite of three distinct aspects: the way that a component looks when rendered on a screen, the way that the component reacts to the user, the state information associated with the component. Okay, now these three things, students, okay, it is see, for example, the way that the component reacts to user. Okay, so first is the way that the component looks. So of course this will be taken care by view, like that. Okay, state information, so that is by model, like that, students. Okay, so way that the component reacts to user, so that is of course by controller. That is all it is. So let us see what is exactly the job of view, controller and model. Okay, yes. No matter what architecture is used to implement a component, it must implicitly contain these three parts. Okay, so what are these three parts? That is nothing but the model part, the view part and the controller part. Okay, or nothing but the MVC. Over the years, one component architecture has proven itself to be exceptionally effective. See, there are many architectures, okay, but this is the most common architecture even now. Okay, even today this is used very everywhere. Okay, model, view, controller. So exactly now we have understood what architecture we are using, okay, when we develop applications. So here now let us in deep we'll understand what exactly the model do, what exactly the view do, what exactly the controller do. So let us understand that. So MVC architecture is successful. Okay, why it is successful? Because each piece of the design corresponds to an aspect of a component. The model corresponds. Okay, now I told you already in the previous slides. Okay, state information, and I return their model. Okay, see here they are telling the same thing. The model corresponds to the state information associated with the component. Now what is the state information all about? Okay, let us understand that concept with the help of an example. For example, in the case of a checkbox. Okay, now what is this checkbox what we are speaking about? Okay, see we have seen many times. It's like, say I need to select two things at a time, or two or three things at a time. Okay, I want to select, okay, I want to select two or three things at a time. So that time how do I do? I need a box where I put a check on one or two. Okay, so that is called as a checkbox. Now what is this? This is a checkbox. Both are selected here. Both are selected. Yes. So let us go to the example now. Let us go to the example. So for example, in the case of a checkbox, the model contains a field that indicates if the box is checked or unchecked. So checked means if it is marked. So this is nothing but a checked state. Okay. And this is nothing but a unchecked state. So in this example, what is the work of the model? Okay, so the work of a model is to determine whether this box is checked or unchecked. What is this checked or unchecked? If a tick is placed or not placed. See, so if that has to happen, then of course there should be a logic written. Okay, so that logic will be written in the model part. So that is what they are telling. In case of a checkbox, the model contains a field that determines if the box is checked or not. Okay. So when it should be checked, when it should not be checked. Okay, so all those things, okay, that logic basically will be contained in the model part. Next, what does this view determine? View will have. View determines how the components are displayed on the screen. So this view part will only check, see the display. Now whether this should look as a box and tick, or whether it should look something else. For example, a triangle and a tick, like that. So that looking part, how it should look. So that is basically determined by the view part. And what is the controller? Controller determines how the component reacts with to the user. Okay, so how the component will react. Okay, so when we do some action, okay, how, see, when you press that time a checkbox, the check, when you, of course, when you press a tick here, so that time a checkbox should come. So that basically who will tell? Okay, who will tell to the model, okay, whether you have checked it or not. Okay, so that work is done by the controller. Okay, so the controller will take care of both model and the view actually. Okay, so whatever is there logic in the written in the model, okay, and if that has to be shown into the view, so there should be one person in between to collaborate. Okay, so that is nothing but that work is done by the controller. Okay, so that is what we have understood. Okay, so if you go back, take once again to the previous slide, there we can understand it better. So if you have some visual component here, okay, if you have some visual component here, the way that a component looks when rendered to the when rendered on the screen, okay, way that looks. So of course this is nothing but a view. The way that a component reacts to user, okay, so reacts to user, so that is nothing but a controller part. And the state information, so that is nothing but a model. So earlier also I written the same thing, and even also I am now also writing the same thing. So that time you might not have understood it properly, but now I think you are very clear. So this is how your MVC will work. Okay, now for this, yes. So when it comes to swings, now let us just relate it to swings in our. So if you have developed something using, if you would have developed something using swings, then this view part is there. Now you just have to make changes here. That's all. These things you need not check. Controller part and model part code you need not touch. Okay, but whereas if you develop it using normal AWT, then you have to make changes in all the part. If you have, okay, so that is why it is very difficult if you use normal AWT. Okay, so that is how your swings becomes better. So that is now next. That's the same thing they are telling now. Okay, so swing. Okay, swing basically it uses a modified version. You can see here of MVC. That is called as model delegate. Okay, yes. So we'll just before that we'll just understand little more about this working of this model view and controller using the checkbox example only. So here that example, same example is taken. So when a user clicks a checkbox, the controller reacts by changing the model to reflect the user's choice, checked or unchecked. Okay, now who will change the tick? Okay, whether in that tick should come in the box or tick should not come in the box. Who will make? Okay, so that we will make. So in background, who will work? In background, the controller will work. Okay, because the model will have both the code. The model will have both the code. That is why for ticked and for not on ticked. For both also model will have code. So when user will make change, who will instruct the model? So that instruction is given by the controller. Okay, this then results in the view being updated. So when we make changes, okay, we can see that changes. So we can see that changes. Who takes care of that? That is by view. So by separating a component into a model, a view, and a controller, the specific implementation of each can be changed without affecting the other two. Okay, so that is what I am telling. So in the swings, of course, this uses the MVC architecture. So that is why it becomes very easy to change only the view part. Okay, because other two parts are not changed. So for instance, different view implementation can render the same component in different ways without affecting the model or the controller. See, the same thing what I have told, that same thing they are also discussing here. So now let us go back to the next slide. So here what they are telling, swing. So the swing uses the modified version of MVC called as model delegate. So in this model, the view, that is look, and the controller, that is feel, are combined into something called as delegate. So here we write the common code for the view and the controller. Common code means together we write. See, controller will have different code and view will have different code. Okay, see, view is nothing but a display part. Okay, controller is not like that, just the display part. Okay, it has to do the actions also, but we write these two code together here in swings, whereas this model we keep it different. Okay, so that is what we do in swing. So in that way we use MVC here. See, MVC different concepts uses it in a different way. So swings use it in this way. Okay, that is the model delegate. Now why do you call it as a model delegate? Because view and delegate is nothing but it's a combination of a view plus a controller. Okay, so that is why you call it as a model delegate. Okay, now because of the model delegate architecture, the look and feel can be changed without affecting how the component is used in the program. So that is why you use it in this way in swings. So for example, the model for a button is defined by the button model interface. So we'll understand about these things in a future. But yes, now I think you might have by now you might have got an idea how this MVC works. So that's all we have in this video. Thank you students.